Hello, in this video we are going to make a library management software built with Google Apps and hosted on Google. This shall be a web-based QR code scanner which can be used by multiple people at the same time, and it requires no device setup for usage. Before I start, it is important to mention that this application does not require any setup either for building it, hosting it, or using it. Build is free as it can be done on web. Hosting is done by Google and hence that is also free. Finally, for using it, you don't need to install any application on your machine as it can be used in web browser. So this is the use case which we are building. We have a library of devices and we have attached QR codes on the devices, and with the help of these QR codes we would be able to create our check-in checkout logs, and thereby we would be able to know that how many devices are out at a given point of time. This is the workflow. Let's start with step 1. So all the devices which you want to have in the device library would have a QR code attached with them. How can this QR code be generated? I'll show you in a demo. It can be done very quickly. During the process of lending or returns, the person can use the QR code to scan the device and thereby issue the specific device. All these issues and returns which are scanned with the help of the QR code scanner are saved in the Google Sheets, and in the Google Sheets you can do all the analysis, and this is basically your database. And like I said earlier, that at the same time multiple people who have access can scan the device and they would be able to have the library software installed in their machine. Basically no installation, but they shall be able to use the library software on their device. So it's a federated way where multiple people having their own phones can scan and issue the book, issue the device at the same time. While returning, they can return the device as well. And this group of people can be the librarian and the assistant to the librarian. Now let's read a little bit about the Google Apps script, because this is what we are going to use. Google Apps script is a rapid application development platform, and what it does, it makes it fast and easy to create business applications that integrate with Google Workspace. You write code in modern JavaScript and have access to built-in libraries for favorite workspace applications like Gmail, Calendar, Drive, and more. There is nothing to install. We give you a code editor right in your browser, and your scripts are saved in Google Drive and run on Google servers. So this is the same point which I told earlier, that build, deployment, hosting, and usage, everything is free. What can these app scripts do? There are multiple use cases which are there. You can add custom menus, custom functions you can write, publish web apps. So this is what we are going to do in this demo. We shall see a demonstration of the software first before going into the technical details. So this is how it looks. There is an option to start scan. You can start your scanning here. Once you've scanned the QR code will come here, and you can choose a category, whether it's a borrow or it's a return, and finally you can submit. So submission you can do like this. Now with this understanding, let's see how the code looks like. The first thing is that it's a Google Sheet. So we have a Google Sheet. Inside the Google Sheet we have created a app script. So how? We click on the app script and create the app script. So app script is here, and if you see the app script, this is the Google Sheet script, main important script, and do get is the first function which gets called. So this is the HTML which you saw on the page. So we had the options to scan the QR code. This is the QR code scan controls, and then we had the option to have the product category, and this is the category, and then we have the borrower name, and on submission there is this function handle form submit which gets called. If required, if you want to increase more columns, more details here, you can update the HTML to include more details here. and there is a handle form submit. It validates all the different things which you have submitted, whether they are blank or not. If they are blank, it raises an alert and does not save anything on the Google Sheet. If it is filled appropriately, it would save the details. The process form shall be called, and these details shall be shared, updated on the Google Sheet. Now let's see it with a demo. So I have opened the same form or the same web hosted web page on my phone. Okay, and how do we host? I forgot to show you that you have to do a deployment here. And when you deploy it, you have to do a new deployment, but I'll show you the deployments which are there. You would get this URL. Okay, and this URL is the URL which you have to use. And this is the URL which you have to share with whoever has to use this software. Okay, now coming back to the phone. So this is the phone device. And now let's do a QR code scanning with the help of this. And we were discussing earlier how to create the QR code. So QR code creation, there are multiple websites which are there. I'm using qr.io. I'll select the text because I want to have the book name here. So this is the book which I want to have a QR code generated for it. Now let me share my phone as well here. Now what I'll do is I will say scan an image. Before that, I'll say request camera permissions. I'll allow that, and I'll say back camera because I want to use the back camera. Now I would say start scanning. And because this is coming as green, this is already scanned. Okay, great expectations have been scanned here. Now let me do one thing. I will show this page here. Okay, and I will say choose category borrow, and I will say borrower name, let's say Tom, and I'll submit it. So submission has been done. I've done OK, and you see that the value has been populated on the Excel sheet, on the Google Sheet. So the value has come there. Now what I'll do is let me create another book here and give you a demo that return flow also. Okay, and then finally I'll show you how the return. And so I'm duplicating this, and here I say DaVinci Code, and I have done a mistake. I have selected a link here. I should have said text. So DaVinci Code, and it is generating the QR code for it. Let me say start scanning. The scan is completed. I can see DaVinci Code. I'll stop scanning now, and I will say borrow, and I would say Sham. Sham is the borrower. And what I'm going to do is at the time of submission, I'll show you both these. So you can see that the moment I submit, it gets updated on the sheet as well. So I have submitted it here. It will take a few seconds and it has come here. So we can see that this book was issued by Sham. The previous one was issued by Tom. If I see the stats, it will say that there is one borrow on Great Expectations, one borrow on DaVinci Code, and both are not returned. Okay, now let me quickly return them as well. So let me quickly go here in the QR code, and I will again scan the, let me share this also. I will again scan Great Expectations, and I will say return, and I will say Tom was the, so I have returned it here. There should have been a entry has already come, and we can see that device returned has also come here. Okay, this is meant for devices, but I'm showing the demo with the help of books. Okay, same, this one DaVinci Code is still not returned. If I return it now, if I scan and return it, it will also show as a return. Okay, let me show. Okay, submission has been done, and you can see that device returned. So that red flag has gone, and this has also returned. So this is like almost instantaneous feedback it is giving. The important thing to note is that multiple people can use the same software, same app at the same time. Okay. So this is Google Apps is very, very, very powerful. Like you must have noticed by now, these app scripts can do multitude of things. This is the use case which I had and quickly built the software. Hope you liked it. Thank you very much.